Hello everyone, this is Kay and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back to the channel. It's wonderful to be here with you guys today. It's Friday, yay, and I'm happy to be here. I hope that you're happy to be here too, and thank you for coming to watch the video. So without saying anything else, besides asking Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit to join me, let's begin. Archangel Michael and the Holy Spirit, thank you for enveloping me in your beautiful angelic wings of love, light, protection, and guidance. Will you please guide and assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies from the cards and the messages that you assist me with bringing forward to the collective today. What is it that the collective needs to know on this day, Friday, June the 7th, 2024? What is it that you know that the collective needs to know? Thank you. All right, no falling cards this time, so we're just going to cut. Let's see what we have today. Past energy, Archangel Michael, is the Magician. All right, the Magician in the past energy. So you have been busy manifesting. You've been busy in manifestation mode. You've manifested something. What did you manifest? Okay, let's see what's happening in present day. The Page of Wands. Oh, inspiration. You've been manifesting and being inspired. This whole idea of being able to be a master manifester, because you have spiritually and personally developed, right? You free yourself from the mundane of the 3D world where you have to work hard to be able to achieve things that you want to get in this life. That's what it just came rolling off my tongue. So that is what Archangel Michael must have been impressing upon me. Now you're in full manifestation mode, meaning that you have risen into a higher vibratory frequency from 3D, which is the lower level of frequency. It's quite dense. It's not like spiritual or light energy. It's heavy. It's dense, and it's difficult for any one of us souls to navigate. Even in a physical body that belongs in 3D. So, because you can't have a physical body when you're in 5th dimension. 4th dimension is just space. Okay, but 5th dimension and higher is the unseen realms, right? So you have risen, you've brought your vibratory frequency into the 5D, where you can now manifest at the etheric level, meaning however you're using your thoughts and you're following your heart's passions, your heart's desires of what it is that you want to, what kind of life you would like to live. You've been able to do that. Now you're doing that, so you've been manifesting, and what has come as a result is, this is inspiration. This is hot inspiration. Like, you are now on a brand new path of feeling inspired to be you, inspired to be you, and everything that resonates with you at that frequency. And that's all goodness. There's nothing negative about that at all. So you have, you've gained insight into what it is that you are inspired about and impassioned about. And you're saying, okay, let's go, let's do this, right? It's brand new. And so you may be working with your guides and angels, your own soul, of course, the Holy Spirit, wherever you're at, religious or just spirituality, you're working with the etheric level of spirit to help you begin a brand new. And I do believe, I just got the impression that you have let's see, how do I say it? You've been getting inspiration from above for a while now. But I get this sense it's more so very, very recently that you're actually feeling it in your, not just as thoughts and ideas, not just thoughts and ideas, you're actually feeling it in your body, perhaps in your heart area, right? You know, where your heart starts pounding because you're excited about something? Yeah, something like that. So the collective, I guess, needs to know that today they need to know that you're in full manifestation mode. So if we're talking about those other two readings from yesterday and the day before, where you're meant to, you've been encouraged by Spirit to speak your truth so that you can change, you can manifest, right? So that you can put yourself in that higher vibratory. Because when you speak your truth, don't you feel good? Don't you feel free? It's so freeing, even though there might be ramifications or negative lashback from the person you need to speak your truth to. After the dust is settled there, don't you feel good that you've been able to finally get it out, to just actually say what it is that you've been wanting to say for a while? And that freeing energy, or that relief, that sigh or whatever of relief, is putting you into that higher vibratory frequency, because you've like the Ten of Wands, you have, or the Ten of Swords, depending on what your situation is, you've either pulled out all those swords, or you've dropped all those wands, Ten of Wands, the heavy burdens, and if it's sword, the backstabbing, right? It's just the feeling of not being properly supported, and possibly somebody treating you very, very unfairly, right? Very, very unfairly. Perhaps, even cheating on you, that kind of thing. But when you speak your truth, you drop all that. You pull all those swords out, you drop all that, and you say, hell no. Hell no. This is what's going to happen now. This is the way I feel about this situation, and this is what I expect to see, with obviously some tweaks and little changes, because we can't have exactly what we want. We'll have what is right for everybody concerned. Okay, can't just all be me driven, right? Motivated. So you stand tall in your power, and you do this, right? And that's when you start thinking, even though you've got the backlash, even though someone might have yelled at you and told you that, you're a whatever, and if you don't like whatever, you just might as well whatever, out of here. Leave now. And that might have been very, very hurtful, shocking, painful, might have made you really, really angry, and you might have just grabbed your purse or your overnight bag, if you're a man, your toothbrush, and split, right? But once you get somewhere where you can think, you can say, like, well, okay, this is kind of how I expected it to go, or this wasn't kind of how I expected it to go, but I'm sure glad I did it. It's done now. Now I just need to manage my time and energy from here on out, trying to deal with the split, like getting, if you're leaving them, or if they want you to come back, you'll be dealing with that. But after the smoke, the dust settles. So that gives you a chance, though, to get it off your chest, and for you to sit there and say, phew, now my life can be a totally different life than it ever has before, because I finally opened that door. I finally opened the door by letting, speaking your truth and getting it off your chest, and telling your person exactly what it is, how you've been feeling and what you think. Okay, in the best way, because you don't want to create karma, right? So let's go on to your energy. Queen of Swords. Well, there you go. Queen of Swords. So am I speaking to a feminine? It doesn't have to be, just because they're queen, right? But a masculine could be in their Queen of Swords energy, because Queen of Swords energy is about fairness. And I spoke about this before. She's fair. This energy, this feminine energy, is fair. She wants to hear you out. She will hear you out if the person asks. You will hear them out. What are their energy? But you're highly intuitive, so you're very discerning. You take, like, you take no BS, right? You see it for what it is, like that, okay? So, but you're open-minded enough to be fair. And if they're saying anything that doesn't ring true for you, that becomes a red flag, and then you either start asking more questions or you just bow out. You bow out, say, no, I think we need to leave things the way they are, whatever. But you may ask more questions, like, what exactly do you mean by this? Okay, so their energy is the 5 of coins, 5 pentacles, right? Wow, like this is messy. Look at all the snakes amongst the pentacles. The snakes amongst the pentacles, and the snakes are on this pile of rock within some kind of dark cavernous place. Yeah. So they are feeling like they've been left out in the cold. Well, what they do is, your energy is, standoffish, like, because the Queen of Swords. You're standoffish. They may be feeling that you turned cold on them, but, fair enough, right? No judgment here. So, there's got to be a reason for it. However, they have their reasons too, and that's why Queen of Swords will hear them out, because there can be a lot of misunderstandings and confusion when people don't talk, and then you have to start assuming, and assuming makes whatever out of us, right? We have these assumptions. We have to assume on our own because the person is not providing their truth. So it'd be the other way around. So if they're not talking to you and telling you what's going on with them, why they can't be this, or why they're doing that, you have to come up with your own assumptions. Your assumptions might, and generally take on, well, what did I do wrong? You internalize it, but it's not necessarily the case. It's something that's going on with them, and they just haven't been able to, for whatever the reasons are, childhood wounding, trauma, drama, whatever, they haven't been able to share their truth with you. Well, it turns out that you've got truth to share with them too. So checkmate, right? Or whatever you call it. But yeah, they're feeling, they're perhaps very, very concerned about finances in the relationship, okay? They may just be toxic about it, kind of like obsessed that money, there's not enough money for this, you're spending this money, and we don't have money, and I know we can't go on vacation because that costs money, that kind of toxicity. It's an obsession. But the 5 of coins is like they're feeling like you've kind of shut them out of their life, your life I should say. They feel like you've shut them out of your life. But they haven't said anything, or they have said something, but you've been feeling like they're shutting you out of their life too, by the way they are behaving or not behaving in a way that you feel would be the appropriate manner, the appropriate way of two people who have claimed to have been in love and say they're in love with each other, how they're actually behaving, that they're like standing back to back with their arms crossed, and neither one is budging. So let's see what the energy is between the two of you. We have the 4 of Cups. All right, we have the 5 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. So they're feeling rejected, out in the cold, and you're feeling they rejected you. And at this point in time, because you're in full manifestation mode with brand new ideas and inspiration to move forward with this person or without this person, you know too what it is that you won't accept. So like, you see that card in the other decks where the hand is coming through the cloud and the person is not looking at the cup, and that's a divinely inspired cup of offer of love coming from the divine, because that's the hand that's coming through the cloud is the divine. But the person is sitting there under a tree or their arms crossed. They're not looking at it, they're not taking it, they're not interested. That could be your energy about this. Okay, Queen of Swords, you may be saying, I know what it is I will accept, and I know what it is I won't accept, and whatever it is that you're offering with all this the snakes, toxicity, because snakes are toxic. You know, your rejection, whatever, you're not accepting my cup. I know that I will not accept this from anyone in my life anymore. And that standing strong in your power like that, knowing what your boundaries are and knowing what you'll accept and won't accept from people, whether they're your child, your love partner, or your family or friends, whatever, co-workers. When you stand strong in that power, that strength, it's an inner strength thing, you are in full manifestation mode, and you can feel truly inspired to be you, number one, and to move forward knowing that what it is that you want out of life, which is good things, that's not, you know, meant to hurt anyone else, not yourself, not anyone else. You know that that's the right thing for you to do, and you can feel excited about that. Okay, so what we got here, I'm sorry guys, I keep doing this with the darn tablecloth, but it bugs me because it's bunched up. Okay, so the potential is Page of Swords. Wow. The potential is speaking your truth. What the devil, right? Speaking your truth. Let's see, was the devil on the back? No, it's the Six of Swords on the back. Okay, we have the 4 of coins, pentacles after that. But yep, you will be speaking your truth. Hallelujah. And you'll be speaking your truth from here on out. That's what the divine is saying about this being the potential, the outcome, right? That you will no longer, because you know what it is that you'll accept and won't accept. Now, you're the Queen of Swords. You have evolved into a higher frequency entity, individual, right? You're not a Page of Swords. You're not a you're not of whatever you're not in the Eight of Swords, where you're so like lost in your thoughts, your head. It's just like you feel like you're imprisoned. You're not confused and all just like hanging out there in your thoughts and not really giving much thought to what it is that you want, what it is that you feel that you want to have in your life, the desires and stuff, like considering your heart. You're not an Eight of Swords, and you're not the Nine of Swords, right? You're not the Nine of Swords. It's the same idea. It goes like you just get worse to the Nine of Swords. Then the Ten of Swords, which Ten of Swords that's been here, gone. Ten of Swords been here, gone. You let that go, like I said. You pulled those swords out of your back, and you may still be bleeding, and you may have been down, but you're not out. Then you became the Queen of Swords as a result of saying, I am not down. I mean, I might be down and I might be bleeding, but I'm not dead yet. And I'm getting up and I'm going to fight for what it is that I believe is my right to have the life that I want to have in my life. I want to have this kind of life, whatever your desires are. And I am not going to take bullpucky from anyone else anymore. So if this person doesn't like that, they're going to have to figure out how to transform and change if they want to be part of my life. That's if I really even want them in my life. Maybe I don't. But let's say you do. You do love them. Deep down you love them. And you'd like to have a life moving forward with them, but they're going to have to do a lot of changing. Right now they have this "oh, woe is me" attitude. She's leaving me out. It's not like they're accepting their responsibility of how they've been thinking and behaving, that whatever they've been doing, maybe that's why she's leaving me out. Maybe it's my behavior or my attitude and opinions and beliefs about stuff that's pushing her away and making her want to leave me out in the cold. They need to surrender to that if that's what's going on. And they also need to surrender their obsession about money if they have financial issues or obsessions that they convey every time the two of you, maybe you want to do something or buy something and they're always giving you the gears about it. We don't have the money. There's no money for that, this, that, another thing. Okay, so they need to surrender that to their higher power. And here's you speaking your truth, so you can help them. You can put them in the know. You can put them in the know, and if they All they have to do is listen to the truth, that how you see it, and then they can discern. They can discover what it is that rings true from them. And if what you say doesn't ring true for them, then that's their, that's their prerogative. That's their right. And then you decide then at that point, if this person isn't going to accept what it is that you feel is right for you, right for the marriage, the relationship, then that they need to change and start accepting responsibility for why you've been pushing them away, if that's what you've been doing, why you've been like kind of cold and standoffish with them, because you're standing up for yourself, and you've come to learn what it is that you're going to accept from others, and that includes them. That's the kind of thing you might say to them. You say it in a sensitive way, and in a way that you don't want to create karma for yourself, because your inspired new beginning won't be so inspiring. Okay? And this inspired new beginning can include this guy or girl or whoever it is, and it may not. Of course, it's your prerogative. But the Six of Swords is saying that you speak your truth, and you're going to go from rough waters to those calmer waters of feeling content and blessed. Feeling like you're moving now, like you're making progress. You're going from, tumultuous, challenging times with your partner to times of calm and serenity. This card came out before in this position as well. Either yesterday's reading or the day before, whatever. But it's all about speaking your truth. And I might just title the video that. It's all about speaking your truth. True happiness and contentment comes from speaking your truth. It does, even if you get backlash. Now, I'm not speaking to anyone who's in an abusive, like physically abusive relationship here, okay? If you've tried speaking your truth before and it's, landed a bruise on your face or worse, then you do not take this. This is entertainment. This is just suggestive, okay? Know what's going to work for you, what is for your best interest and well-being, right? You wouldn't be speaking your truth to somebody who's ready to, sock you or do worse. Okay, so if I were you, I would go to the police to speak your truth to them. Okay, but anyways, that's I'm not speaking to anyone from that, in a situation like that. I want you to understand that, okay? So anyways, I was wanting to do just something else more. Let's see what we can get for a message from what is this one, which is wisdom. It's been such a long time since I've been doing readings. I really forget what my decks are now. But you know what? I forget a lot, so it doesn't mean anything. Okay, so let's do some of these guys here. I like these guys here. They're pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna try and shuffle them a bit just to get the energy back into them, since they've been sitting kind of dormant. Well, there's one card. Let's try 3. Archangel Michael, would you mind giving us 3 cards? Well, okay, how about 5? Yeah, let's do 5. All right, 5. First one was flowers, happiness. That's where this will go if you speak your mind. Remember, I'm not talking to somebody who's in a threatening relationship. Beetle, good fortune. Yep, good fortune, happiness and good fortune. Ram, you have a stubborn and an aggressive person. All right, well, and then, make sure that this person, it may be stubborn. That's one thing. That's not a big deal. It is and it isn't. But aggressive, okay. So, do it as you feel the safest doing it. Door, opportunities are waiting for you, and that's what happens when you speak your truth, okay? Egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. Wow. So it's all positive. It's just this one here, a stubborn, aggressive person. You know, it could be you. You could be stubborn and be aggressive, but do it with tact and do it with sensitivity. Unless you do have a stubborn and aggressive person that you need to speak to, do that, of course, with sensitivity and tact when you speak your mind, okay? Speak right from your heart, your truth, not what you think that you want that other person to know in like a dog eat dog, or you know, that kind of energy. Do it from compassion and sensitivity, right? But truth. Okay. Thanks, guys. Talk to you next time. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.